Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Claire-Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 13th to the 19th of April 2020. I hope you're doing well, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I'm releasing this video at a weekend, and so I always have a half-price sale on the weekends of one selected reading. This weekend, it is my Your Next Steps reading. So if you're interested in finding out what your next steps are from your higher self, then you can book in for one of those readings for half price. There'll be a link up there to book in for one of those. That makes them 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American dollars. So it's a great bargain there for you. I get all of my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them, and that's 3 pages of information from your higher self as well. So let's have a look. What have you got going on this week, Sagittarius? Let's see. Little bit of a battle going on within yourself at the moment, Sagittarius, between criticism and fulfillment. It's like you want to move towards something that's more fulfilling in your life, but you've got this self-criticism holding you back. It's like you're trying to take a step forward, but your fear is holding you back, back. And this is just going on in your mind at the moment, I'm hearing. So it's like, I can do this, no, I can't do that. Oh, I want to do that, no, I can't do it. It's that kind of thing, and it's self-criticism that's underpinning that. So if you didn't know, Sagittarius, self-criticism. So maybe, I don't know, what is your voice, the voice inside of your head? Does it have someone in particular's voice? I've often found that with myself is when I'm criticizing myself, the voice will actually take on someone's voice in my life. It could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be a friend, but it's generally, to me, it changes. I don't know. I haven't got one at the moment. I'm not criticizing myself at the moment. But if I think a few years back, it was like a friend that I was having trouble with. The voice, that inner voice of self-criticism would be in their voice. And it felt like they were attacking me all the time in my head. Have you got something like that going on, Sagittarius? So it could be you're being shown that you've got this self-criticism going on. And it has something to do with the energy of that person whose voice it is that's doing that self-criticism in your head. Whoever's voice it's taken on, that's important information. It's linked with them somehow, is this self-criticism. So there's something about them that reminds you of the original person that criticized you. Because we don't get born. We don't get born with self-criticism going on. We learn that shit. We learn that shit from, I don't know, people, parents, teachers, siblings. We learn that stuff. And so, yeah, whoever's voice is inside of your head that's doing that self-criticism thing, they are leading you back to the original one. And if you can just get back to that place of hearing that original criticism from that person, when you took it on, you took it to heart, and then you decided to criticize yourself in that same way, you might be able to release it, because chances are you might be able to see that person in a new light. Could be a parent or a teacher or a sibling or something, but maybe they're having struggles in their life now, or did in the past, if they're not around anymore. And you could have some compassion toward them. It's like, wow, they were really struggling and they were criticizing themselves, and so it was coming out and criticizing me, and I've learned that from them. It could just be the way, this could be your time to actually release and heal this stuff properly, the self-criticism and who it came from in the first place. Because, we're not born with that. It's not a natural human thing to do. We get taught it by other human beings. And it's holding you back from fulfillment, and you don't want to hold yourself back from fulfillment, Sag. Let's see. So it's a good week to meditate, because you want to become aware of that voice of self-criticism, because it's holding you back from abundance. It's stopping you from facing the situation, right? So I think that this voice is flying under the radar. Maybe it's just like that little devil on your shoulder all the time, and so you ignore it, and so you're not even paying attention to it anymore. But it's still there, and it's still going on and on and on. And so this face the situation, like I was saying, it's a good week to meditate. That's one way of facing it. Sit in meditation, because that's when the voice will get louder, right? That's when our ego minds start chirping in about the sky falling in, and how bad we are, and how wrong we are, and how flawed we are, and all of that. How we're not whatever enough to have the abundance that we want, to have the fulfillment that we want, A healing week for you, Sagittarius. It's holding you back from the abundance and the fulfillment that you want. So this This week is just the opportunity to heal all of that stuff. Want some help from your higher self? Book in for a reading. Love to help you out with that. I'll come along to BeHealing.com. I've got other services as well. I can help you heal things. It's my speciality, which is why my business is called Be Healing. I had so much to heal in myself. I like to help people do it too, because it sets you free and it allows your life to be awesome. Look, brilliant. It allows your life to be brilliant, and it allows your heart to open up. You have a big opportunity this week. The universe is giving you a big opportunity to heal something once and for all, like to break a pattern once and for all with self-criticism, which is holding you back from so much, from a brilliant life, from heart being open, from abundance, from fulfillment. So it's holding you back from everything that you want. So this is like a core block kind of thing that's underpinning a lot of your resistance in life to everything. And when you release it, like when you release self-criticism, wow, your life's going to go boom, really brilliant, really brilliant. And then heart open. So this is affecting relationships too. Warmth card. Where is this leading? This is an awesome week for you if you choose to take this opportunity. You have a mission if you choose to take it, Sagittarius. Oh yeah, see, relationships. It's really going to allow you to appreciate yourself, and so you're going to bring someone in that can appreciate and love you properly too. So this is leading to self-love, which is leading to better relationships. Look, your higher self is saying, Sagittarius, you've got something fundamental to heal and release, and you've got the perfect opportunity this week to do it. And it requires you to face that voice of self-criticism, to actually listen to it. It's been flying under the radar because it's been there for so many years. You've been trying to ignore it because, of course, no one wants to listen to that shit, right? Who, you would you call up a friend that did that? Would, call up a friend and they go, oh, hey, Claire, you're shit, you're rubbish, you're never good enough, you don't have enough money, you don't do anything good. You just wouldn't call that friend up, right? And so you've been doing that. You've not been listening. You've not been listening because it's horrible, yeah? But this is saying, you can't release it until you listen to it, so you need to listen to it. So sitting in meditation is a good way to listen to it. And just as an observer, don't listen to it and take it on. Don't be punished by that voice. Just listen to it, and it's like, wow, that is going on in my head all the time, and I've been ignoring it, right? And then you can go from there, because I'm hearing for a lot of you, it's going to have a particular voice. That voice inside of your head, it's going to have a particular accent. It's going to be in somebody's voice, from your past or from your present. But if it's from your present, then there's something about that person whose voice it is that is connected to someone from the past where all of this started, because it's your chance to heal this now. So let's go back through that. We've got, you're holding yourself back. Like I said, I'm seeing you're trying to move forward toward fulfillment, but something's holding you back. Trying to move forward, something's holding you back, and it's this voice of self-criticism that's holding you back from doing that. It's also holding you back from abundance, and so it's asking you to face the situation, face this voice, listen to it now, meditate to listen to it. Then you can, you sit in meditation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, why meditation would do that, you sit in meditation to listen to where your mind goes to. And then you just observe it. It's like, oh, I'm starting to think about that person, or I'm starting to think about that thing I don't want to happen. I'm starting to think about that bill that I haven't paid. I'm starting to think about that person that I might have an argument with next week because they're slightly pissing me off at the moment. And then I'm thinking about every permutation combination of arguments that I can have with that person. Our heads do this, and we can be the observer of it, and we can just watch it like that. It's as if it's another part of us, as if it's not really us, and it's not really us. We really are hearts, right? We're not that voice of criticism, the voice of fear. That's not who we are. But that's what our heads do, right? And so you've got to listen to it like that. So that's why to sit in meditation. Meditation isn't supposed to be about get into this blissful place where you've got no thought and then feeling great. Of course, that can happen too, and that is great. But it's even better if it's actually an actual practice, if your head is going off and, saying all horrible things to you, so that you can listen to it and so you can be aware of it, because it's a part of you. It's I don't know, it's like having a broken leg or something. You don't want to ignore the broken leg. You want to sort it out. You want to listen to the pain and sort it out and get it fixed. You don't want to ignore it. You want to deal with it. And that's what you're being asked, because it's It's affecting your abundance. It's stopping you from moving toward fulfillment, which is stopping your abundance, you know. It needs to be faced. Because there's a brilliant life ahead of you, and your heart can open as well when you do this, when you let go of this criticism. You can love yourself properly. You can love and appreciate yourself properly, and that's going to lead to relationships. It's going to lead to bringing someone in that can love you properly too. You know, it's a bit of a cliche that, but we've got to love ourselves first. But when you really love yourself, and you could have been kind of confused by that, Sagittarius, it's like, I know I should be loving myself, but I don't know how to. Well, this is the key to it. This is the key to it. It's releasing that voice of self-criticism. You're going to be appreciated. You're going to love yourself, appreciate yourself, and then you can attract somebody to love and appreciate you too. So this is like your path to fulfillment, to abundance, to a brilliant life, to open heart, to the soulmate twin flame relationship that you want. This is a really important week for you, Sagittarius, and it's a week of healing. Wow. If you like that reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does that resonate with you? I'd love to hear from you, Sagittarius. Don't forget about that half-price reading sale that's on. And also, have an amazing week, Sagittarius. I'll see you next time. Bye.